What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we're going to be doing my top 3 stocks that I'm looking at for the month of April. Now, before we get into this video, I'd like to remind you, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. If you're a new viewer, thank you. Let's get right into this video. Now, all of you that have been following my channel know that I really like tech stocks. I'm really into the NASDAQ, and if any of y'all have been following the NASDAQ, you know that it's been on a very, very rocky road. So first we had this downtrend right here, and we tried to recover, and then on Thursday we kind of got smacked down. On Friday, pretty much nothing. So it's going to be very exciting to see how we do next week. I think it's going to be the deciding factor on whether we continue this bearish momentum or we break out of it. I'm still leaning bullish just based off how this is setting up. We got an inverse head and shoulder here, and that's why I decided to go ahead and make this video, because there's 3 tech stocks that I'm looking at that are pretty much either on the breakout up or they're down from their all-time highs, and they're a good deal. The first one, I know you're probably gonna think I'm basic, but Apple. Apple, throughout the years, if you've been watching Apple, it's hard to lose money on this stock. You just throw money into the stock and you make it, right? Of course, there's been dips. Of course, there's been rough patches. But for the most part, if you're able to hold on to it and not play, same week expiration option contracts, you can't go wrong with this stock. And right now, we had the same dip on this one. This one ended $120 on Friday. And then I think this is the dip buy. So when we were falling down right here, right when the NASDAQ was falling down, here was our low, okay? We push up, pull back, that's our higher low. So what's that mean? Next week, we push up, make that higher high, and then, the following week after that, make that pullback. So I do believe Apple is an amazing dip buy here at 120. If you look at it from its all-time highs, which is around right here, 145, take your tool, you can obviously see that it's down 17, 18% from its all-time highs, which is incredible, I do believe. And that's $25, $26 we're talking about. I think this is an amazing steal on Apple. Last time Apple had such an amazing deal right here, it went from 137, this was the split, all the way down to $33, $34. So it's been on a deeper ride than that. And what did it do? We consolidated for a little bit, but eventually we got out of that rut and we pushed right back up to all-time highs. So I do believe if you're watching one tech stock, I know it's a little bit on the expensive side for some people, but Apple is something you should have in your portfolio and maybe even trade. I trade spreads on this. I trade debit spreads. So if you know anything about options, I do, pretty much 1-2 months, weeks out, and I'm still doing good. And then I'm just going to pretty much ride this wave up. So what I'm looking at for AMD. AMD is my next one. Now AMD, it's hit highs of almost $100, and it's been, price target raised by numerous funds. I'm talking about $110 to $120, and it's down around 20% from its all-time high. So we've got amazing deals across the whole board with these tech stocks. And once again, with AMD, got that pullback this week, and now we're making the case where it's making that higher low. So what does that mean for this week? It means the push up. April's coming up, so I do think this is a good stock for April, and maybe we get the pullback. So once again, here's our higher low right here, push up, pull back down to here, and something like that. By April, mid-April, we're pushing up and we're heading back up to that 90 area. So AMD is another one that's on my radar. I'm watching. I love the company overall. I love, the chips they make. I have basically in all my computers I own, I have AMD processors. So my advice to a lot of people are like, hey, what should I invest in? Invest in something you use every day. The reason why I found these stocks is because I use them. I have Apple products. I use AMD products. So if you're lost to find stocks to invest in, easy, simple, sit down. What do you use? Then go with that. AMD, amazing one as well. So I'm definitely looking at for this to uptick from, starting the end of March into April, just based off of how it fell from its all-time highs. Once again, AMD has done this before. Back here, it was at $94, fell all the way back down to $74 again. And, it took a couple weeks, but once again, it pushed right back up to all-time highs. Same here, we're taking a couple weeks, and then what's the pattern? Pushing back up to all-time highs. Now, of course, all of these don't mean they have to push back up to all-time highs. They continue falling down. But the way they've acted previously and just overall this tech boom, there's a good chance that it pushes back to all-time highs, and I want to make sure that you guys know about that. Now, Facebook is the next one on this list. Now, you may ask, hey, why this one? It's already up huge. This one broke out on Friday, almost up 5%. Why'd you choose this one? Well, I like Facebook based off of, yes, we had the breakout already, but I think we're going to see the continuation here. I do believe this is the start on Facebook. I do believe that, guys, just based off how we've acted previously. So for pretty much September till March, what have we done? Nothing. We've just consolidated. Yes, we broke out here, but came right back down, fell down. It's just been doing nothing for the last 4 months or so. But basically, what I'm seeing now is the confirmation of the breakout. So I think we're good to go on Facebook. Now, we may have another pullback. It's very possible, a very slight pullback, and then continue that breakout. But I do believe we're going to see Facebook soon here well past $300. Just based off of how we broke out here, retested that support, confirmed the breakout, and then just shot up on Friday when everything else was showing weakness. This stock was showing strength on Friday. So that's something you got to view as well. When the overall market was just selling off, this stock was pushing up. So that lets you know Facebook is strong right now during market conditions, and this typically does follow the Nasdaq. Normally, underneath normal circumstances, this stock typically follows the Nasdaq. But it's kind of doing its own thing now, which I do like. It's showing strength when the market's weak, and that's what you want to view. Now, we could have a pullback maybe to retest this 280 area, but overall, I'm extremely bullish going into Facebook in the month of April. I'm extremely bullish. It's setting us up nicely. Now we just need to play for that continuation. So all these stocks, guys, just to recap: Apple, AMD, Facebook. None of these are in a particular ranking order. I know I did Apple, AMD first, but either one you can pick. All three of them, I do believe they will have a good month for the month of April, and maybe they start to finish March out strong. Either way, guys, hope you did enjoy this type of video style. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.